Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Book Barn. I'm Lainey, and today I have two very special guests, my good friends Karin. Hi, Karin.
Hi.
And Teri.
Hello.
Teri's back. She's been here before. Karin, first time. I'm so excited.
Me too.
I want to congratulate you on your retirement.
Yay.
You're going to make me cry.
How many years?
27.
27 in education, and you did it so well. So,
Yes,
Thank you.
did.
yes, awesome. And Teri, thank you for fitting me into your schedule
Yes.
because your son graduated.
Oh,
I'm
now
going to make
you're
her
gonna
cry too.
Make me cry. He did. He graduated on Saturday.
So proud of him.
Thank you.
He was one of my kiddos. I taught him.
Me too. Yes.
And me.
Well, you've taught him more than we did. Well, today we are talking about My Friends by Fredrik Backman. But before we jump into the book, ladies, I want to hear about what you've been reading lately. Anything good?
I am reading Drowning in Paper Flowers, I think.
I've
just
heard of
started
that.
it.
Yes.
It's really good so far. I don't know where it's going, but I like it so far. So I will report back.
Please do. I saw it on a Facebook post and I added it to my TBR.
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm trying to read at least one or two in between our book club books. Hopefully
That's hard to
two-
do.
Well, now that things are going to slow down, maybe 2 or 3 between book club books. But
Nice. Very good. And what about you, Karin? What have you been reading?
I'm reading a lot of Denise Hunter books. I usually have one book going that I'm reading and one book that I'm listening to. But I've done some Rachel Fordham, and those are some historical fiction books.
I love those. I have not read that author, but I love historical fiction.
And Sara Brunsvold, she is a KC author. And Atlas of Untold Stories was one that was really, really cool. It's a mother and 2 daughters traveling and kind of restoring their relationship as they go to author sites in the Midwest where authors were from, famous authors. So
very cool. Okay. And I know that you have also done like the Karen Kingsbury
yes,
books.
I did a lot of the Karen Kingsbury books when I started out reading again.
Sure. Very good. I want to talk about a book I read for a second. Summer Sisters. Have you heard of it?
no, I haven't.
It's written by Judy Blume.
Oh,
And we've all read children's books by Judy Blume. I've done Tales of the Fourth Grade Nothing
Right.
with my students. Well, my friend Stacy recommended this book, and I put it on my TBR. And then Christmas time came, and my granddaughter, Elena Kay, wanted to know what book Grandma wanted for Christmas. And so I gave her mom a list of 2 or 3 books, and the one Elena chose was Summer Sisters. Now, ladies, this is not your children's Judy Blume. Definitely not. This one is for adults only. It was interesting. Trigger warning. Didn't know this when I started reading it. Childhood illnesses and child death.
Oh, wow.
And so for some people, that's probably not a great book to read if you're dealing with any of that sort of thing. A fun note on the book, though, one of the characters' names was Lainey. And I loved that. And there was a quote in the book that I had to write down. You girls talk to me often, so this might sound familiar to you. Sharky, who never said a word at dinner, but made strange humming sounds as he ate his cereal, as if he had a motor somewhere inside his body. And that reminded me of a little girl in my life that did the same. So I thought that was interesting. I also learned what an octogenarian is. Do you know what that is?
it has to do with age.
It does.
Yeah, I don't know.
80s.
80s. Okay.
If you're in
makes
your,
sense.
it does.
Oct.
I think some people would really dislike this book. Blume doesn't shy away from anything. I did like the characters' different points of view. I liked the short chapters, and it did have a mysterious ending. So,
I love mysterious endings.
yeah.
They're
I
fun.
don't know if you'd like this book, Karen.
I'm getting the idea that maybe I wouldn't.
It's great, though, how well we know each other and we know what to recommend to
Right.
read and what not to recommend. Or I read this book, but I'm not sure you'll like it. And that's great because I've started a few lately that have been recommended to me by people that probably don't know me as well. And they did not finish. Like, I put them down. I'm like, nope, that's not for me.
Okay.
So it's fun to recommend books to people that you're really close to because you know they'll enjoy it. You just know them well.
And just so you both know, I didn't know what My Friends was about when we decided to read it.
That's funny.
I'm like, Lainey, what is this book?
Sorry, Karen.
A lot of colorful words.
Mm-hmm.
There were, yes. So let's talk about the book, all right?
Okay.
First impressions. Did you like it?
It took me a while to get into it, and I was trying to read some, I guess reviews on it, and they said this was one of his slower starting books. People that really like his writing were like, yeah, this one it took me a minute to get into it. So it took me a long time to get into it, and I only read at night, so I kept falling asleep, and I would have to reread the next day. But I mean, it was okay.
Okay. So an okay from Teri. Karen?
Overall, it was okay. In the beginning, it was like, okay, I'm doing this for Lainey. I'm going to keep reading because we're going to do this podcast. So I thought it was a good story. I didn't like, the language, and so I kind of skipped over that. But yeah, my overall impression was just the relationship, and maybe we'll get to it in a moment about the relationship between the friends. But overall, it was okay.
Okay. So 2 okays. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. At first I thought, okay, this might be a 5 for me. I liked it that much. But then I thought, no, because a 5 would be a book that's for everyone. And I do acknowledge that this book is not for everyone. But I would give it a 4. I really did enjoy it. So it did not hook you right away.
No.
But what about that opening with the graffiti at the art show?
I was just confused at first. I was like, they're at the art show, but they're in the alley, but where are they? Like, I was just confused.
Okay.
So I had to reread it a couple times. Again, I read it when I'm way too tired to read, but I had to reread it. And then I was like, okay, I get it now.
And when you talk about the graffiti, I mean, it wasn't upsetting or strange. I just thought, that's the expression of the child at the moment and what they're doing as far as communicating their feelings. And so I started making those connections, working with kids, troubled kids at times. We kind of can have the insight. So I thought it was interesting. What are you thinking with that question?
Well, I mean, if a piece of art is in a gallery or a museum or whatever, and then somebody defaces it.
Okay.
To me, that's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a piece of art that a student did in 2nd grade or kindergarten, and then their friend, draws a heart on it, and
Right.
they get just as upset. But
Right.
yeah. Well, I did love how it started with art, and it kind of pulled you along the mystery about the painting. So this book really centers on friendship and loyalty. The characters build an incredibly strong bond, and I feel like I have a very strong bond with you two girls as well. So it kind of, when I decided I was going to ask you two to be here for this one, I think it was that. Like, these were their best friends, and you guys are my friends. So I thought it was kind of fun.
It is. It's fitting.
Yeah. So what do you think, like for us, what brought us together as friends? Well, we taught together.
Mm-hmm.
We were a team. We were the 2nd grade team for, I don't know how many years.
7 years.
7 years. So we were, well, I think I probably spent more time with you two girls than anyone.
Right. And then our kids grew up together, and then we kind of watched Teri begin her family. So we had the mother connection.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we both went to the hospital when her
Yes.
babies were born.
I'm sure.
And got so excited when Hudson, number 3, came along.
Surprise.
I think I guessed that one.
A lot of people knew before me.
I think so.
It's funny. A lot of people knew before me. I was in doubt, I think. But then we also had an acquaintance before we worked together.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
So I loved having that connection. Even though we really didn't talk much, I knew that you were friends with my brother.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, but I know Lainey.
And I knew you from the stories he told.
Yeah.
Yes. You were how many years younger?
About 6.5.
6.5 years younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, going back to this book, what do you think brought these friends together as a tight-knit group?
Just the tragedies in their lives, and they were just trying to cling to something that they could connect to and felt safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They didn't have any expectations of each other. They just needed someone to be there for them, and they were there for them every single day. Like, they showed up every single day for each other.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right there at that same...
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't, they automatically knew something was not right.
Right.
There was a line in the book that said, when you're about to turn 15, friendship is like joining the mafia. You can't leave it. Did you resonate with that at all?
I mean, I do a little bit, just because I feel like, especially teenagers, and I have teenagers, they go along with the crowd, and if they don't, then they are, looked at as, I don't know, not going along with the crowd means you're setting yourself apart. You're either better than them, or you are looking down on them when you're not going along with it. And I mean, I'm really trying to teach my kids, do what's right because you know it's right, not because of what your friends are doing. So I think maybe joining the mafia, that's why people go along with the crowd and make poor decisions.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe.
And of course, I was thinking about, you two grew up here. This is your hometown. I moved every 2 years. So it was a little hard for me. I would get connected with people and then have to leave. So in the time of the age range of 6th grade to 9th grade, I lived in one place for 4 years, and that was big for me. And so those friendships did carry through. I had 2 girls, because I left when I was, after my freshman year, moved to another school, but I still had 2 girls from that group that came and went to my college years later. And I was always a letter writer because I was always moving around. So those connections were strong, but they were broken a lot because of moving.
Yeah, that is tough on kids. I mean, we see that every day.
For different reasons. Mm-hmm. Yours was military, right? Or
well, my dad was in the military, and then he was a minister.
Mm-hmm. Did you relate to any of the characters?
Not really.
I'd made notes, so I was trying to find my notes here. I'm thinking about Ted with his caring and his deep responsibility of others, because I didn't relate to these home lives and the characters, but just little pieces of their stories. And even Jor, even though he was radical, he cared deeply. I wouldn't say that I was radical, but, just those, like, they cared so deeply they were going to, fight for their people.
I did not see myself in these characters. Ted reminded me of my great uncle a little bit. So I don't know why. So let's talk about this painting that was so important in the story. It's a very powerful part of the story. What do you think the pier symbolizes in the painting?
I wrote down kind of their safe place, their freedom, where they could be themselves.
Ooh, I like that answer. Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I agree with that.
Do you think the meaning of the painting changes as the friends grow older? They don't meet there anymore as they get older, but maybe that is just a reminder of their childhood.
Right.
Right.
A good memory, a bad memory, it's in their memories.
Yeah, how they were.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how art shaped Louisa's life, especially her growing up in foster care and falling in love with art through a postcard. I thought that was pretty cool, actually. So my grandma used to collect postcards, and she had a big box. I still have it, and it's just filled with postcards from her brothers and sisters. And on the back, they wrote letters to her from all over. And I mean, I could almost write a book about my family's history from those postcards. So it wasn't the art that captured my attention. It's the stories on the back. But I thought that was pretty cool, the postcard.
I don't think people use postcards much anymore. We text.
I don't know that I've received a postcard ever.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Did you write me a postcard?
no, but my grandchildren have written to my son's girlfriend, and she is actually in Minnesota right now for a job. Hi, Nora. And she said that she was going to send them in response postcards from Minnesota.
I love that.
That's a great
Yes,
idea.
They will love it.
That is so cool. We need to bring that back. That's a fun thing to do.
I used to buy postcards when I would go places. I just didn't ever send them to anybody because it was like a picture of wherever you were, whatever
Right.
landmark you were visiting or vacation spot you went to. I would buy postcards, but I never sent them to anyone. I just collected them, I guess.
So next time, buy 2.
I should.
Yeah, keep one. So my husband's a railroader, and he tells me all the time about the incredible artwork on train cars. Does your husband do
Yes,
the
my
same?
husband does too.
And, if we think about it, there really is art everywhere. So do you girls have any beautiful artwork in your homes?
No?
I really don't. I mean, I guess I can consider pictures, like photographs of my kids.
Oh, sure.
That's my art. I didn't create it by myself, obviously, but
yeah.
that's what I think is beautiful is my pictures. So
And that is an art.
Right.
It is,
Right.
for sure. I have some original pieces in my house. None of them are by anyone famous, but they are beautiful.
I do have one painting, a watercolor painting that one of Scott's aunts gave us when we got married. And it's very pretty. And we do have that. And it's an original. But
Have you ever been to a museum to see famous pieces of art?
no, I have not.
I was going to say there's a museum in Kansas City, so I'm going to forget the name of it, but we got to visit it after my husband and son had done a race. So I'm sure there was some famous paintings there. But I was going to say that I don't have any. The things that I'd like to see is nature and flowers and things like that in art. My mom actually painted something in college that hung on our walls for years. And it's not necessarily a scene. It's just kind of spiraling, lots of different colors and shapes. So,
Do you own that? Or does
no, it's at my mom's house.
Okay. Wow. That would be cool to have someday. Okay. I have been to New York City, and I was able to see Starry Night by Van Gogh.
Oh, wow.
And it was smaller than I thought. I don't know what I thought, but it was smaller than I had thought it would be. And you couldn't stand there for very long because people are just, wanting to see it. And so I did get to look at it. But
You couldn't do the Ferris Bueller.
no.
Stand at it
forever.
and stare.
No. So this book balances humor with some really heavy topics. We've talked about that a little bit already. Loss, grief, trauma. How did those themes shape how you saw the characters? Did you feel sorry for them?
Yes.
That's the way I did too.
Through the whole thing. I mean, and it to the point where you could excuse their behavior because you hear the backstory, which we don't always hear the backstory, but you knew what was going on, and it's like, well, that's why the reason they do the things they do. So
Right.
What do you think that they gain or lose from their upbringing?
I said when their gain would be problem solving, survival skills, adversity, and that they lose compassion, love, caring, safety, mental well-being, and spirituality from all they've been through.
Oh, spirituality. That's an interesting one because they wouldn't have had that.
exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sometimes hear of someone that is big in business or famous and they had a real tragic childhood and you're like, wow, how did they do that? But But sometimes people rise up. Sometimes. Okay. So were there any moments in the book that made you laugh?
I think when they lost the stuff on the train, I was like, this is so far-fetched. This is like way out there. And it was comical to me that, like, I don't know, that he would even write that. I was like, that just wouldn't happen. But it was funny because I could see it happening in my head, and then him get off the train and getting beat up, and it was just,
And I lost my friend's ashes.
Yes, like that was funny. It wasn't sad or alarming or anything like that, but it was funny.
The cab driver.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
She was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, I think the back and forth with Ted and Louisa was funny.
Yes.
Just because they were so sarcastic with each other.
And when she was stealing money from him and buying him stuff with his money, it was funny.
Yeah. There were a lot of funny moments. I mean, the whole painting. They're laughing in the painting over a fart.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
It is.
Well, kids think that's funny. I don't know.
It's not funny from 8 to 3:30, but after that, it's funny.
It's fine. Did you have any favorite quotes from the book?
I did. Let me see. Being a parent is so strange. All our children's pain belongs to us, but so does their joy. Because that's, where I'm at in life, trying to make sure my kids don't experience any pain, which obviously we can't do. And then the other one, and I'm not even sure what was happening in the story at that time, but it said, because that was the worst sort of gossip, the sort that is disguised as concern.
Ooh, I remember that one.
Because that bothers me. And when somebody maybe pretends to care about you and doesn't.
Yeah. Those are good, both of those. Did you have any?
Since I didn't have the book in front of me anymore at that point, I wasn't able to remember anything, but those were good ones that I do remember.
Yeah. I have a couple. This one, they said a passport is proof that you exist. And I thought that was kind of sad because guess what? I do not have a passport. So no proof for me. And then also you must live with each other, not only alongside each other. I thought that was pretty pause, think about that. So I like that one too. All right. So one more question, girls. What does home mean to you in this book? Or what does home mean to you?
I guess I think of Louisa because she never had a home. And so what would home mean to her? I think it would just be kind of wherever she can land and just build a life that she loves for herself. So obviously my home would be wherever my family is.
Right.
Wait, and I took it this way. Their home was, it wasn't a safe place. So to hear the word home, like their original home wouldn't be safe. And so they had to make a home with each other in their special locations.
That's really good. Here lately, home to me is where my memories are and those people that were with me to make those memories. That's home to me. Sometimes it's really nice to be home. Do you think that changes as we get older, what we consider home?
I think yes and no. I think it's still a place of safety and where you feel loved and comfortable with your people, wherever your people are, family, friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I have a couple of different homes. Like my parents don't live in the house that I grew up in, but anytime I go to where they live, that's a home to me because it's them, not the house, obviously. So, and then my home with my husband and my children, and then we have a couple of different friend groups that whenever you're together, it's just comfortable and it's home.
I like that. This book really reminds us that you never get over your loss. Final thoughts? Would you recommend this book?
It would depend on who I'm talking to.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. Probably wouldn't have recommended it to Karen if I'd known what was in it because of the language and some of that. But
And you would have to be careful with some of the
right.
triggers, like you said,
Yes.
in this one also. But it could be helpful to people that are coming out of those situations, that there's hope and you'll find your people and they'll care about you.
Overall, I thought it was a great story and that it was interesting. I loved the surprising twists. I just couldn't believe that Jorah was still alive. There's redemption. I cried a few times. There's insight into children and adults who experience trauma like they did and how it affects them, especially being a teacher, because we work with kids all the time that are in trauma situations. Friendships are important in our lives. People come and go for specific times and reasons, like with me moving away. So yeah, it was endearing in the friendship side and just coming together to support each other.
I agree. And going back to what you were just saying, I've had so many friends that for one chapter of my life, they were really close to me. And then, I would change schools, or they would change schools, or they would move away or whatever. And some of those friendships are starting to come back to me now. And it's like they never left. Mm-hmm. It feels like home. So I like how you're bringing that all together. I can't thank you both enough. This was a lot of fun. And next time I'll pick one that you really, really love.
You'll have to read some of the ones that I've told you to read.
Okay, fair
There's
enough.
a lot of ones that have a lot of generational, like a lot of older people that are connecting with the younger people. And I think you'd appreciate that with your closeness that you had with your grandma.
I love older characters in almost every book that I read. I am drawn to that. So give us a title, and Teri and I will read it.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up because I've read so many books. Because, like I said, a long time ago, I felt like I don't have time to read. And I wasn't really into it, even though I was a reading teacher. But I got a library card one day and just started reading and could not put a book down. And so I've lost count on how much I've read in the last 3 years.
It just takes one good book.
Yes.
Lainey and I started a long time ago with Harry Potter.
Yes, we did. Man, you know what? I think I might reread those. It's been a while. And the HBO, will you watch that?
Oh, sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
So,
come on, summer.
No kidding. Well, girls, thanks so much. And until next time, I'm Lainey.
I'm Teri.
I'm Karin.
And keep those bookmarks busy.